check this out. I got fur mark in the back. It's only the 1440p test, so I got Cinebench running to get the CPU warmed up and at its max temperature, which right now, luckily I have a case. This case. I have a CPU monitor from NZXT in there. It's an AIO cooler, so it's actively water cooled. But this is what we're sitting at. But we're sitting at 90 on the CPU and 65 on the GPU. Now, typically, CPU, this is very hot for the CPU. So at this temp, it starts to downclock the CPU itself. Did we just hit 101%? Holy shit, I did. Alright, cool. Anyway, see, if you look at this, you can see the base speed, which is right here. You see the boosted speed, which is right here. And typically when it reaches this temperature, that overall boost speed typically tends to trend down because it has to undervolt it and underclock it to get that usage there. So right now I'm just testing everything, and you can see I got the GPU going, CPU with Cinebench going. So yeah, this is 100% stress testing it. Now I'm going to clean up my PC here. Alright, so my next move is going to be taking out these fans and these intake fans right here. So, oh yeah. I'm going to get in here with a brush. I'm going to go up and down because that's the way these fins are. And this is what's really pinning that CPU usage. For the, oh, good lord. You can just see the plume of dust coming up. Like, look at the brush already. I highly recommend doing this by a window or something like that. But when I get to the first boot of this PC, this is immediately all I'm going to see. Alright, well that's pretty much it for the dusting, but I'm also, since I'm in here, and it has been 3 years, I'm going to change out the thermal paste on there. So, let me just move this. Actually, I should be able to get down in there just fine. Now, this is AM4, so you do kind of want to heat up your CPU before you do any of this. Because otherwise, when you go to take this whole cooler off, your whole CPU is going to come out with it, and that's going to be a pain. I'm going to put this over here. I guess it's not just that easy. I thought it was. Oh, there's a little tab in here. At least I thought. Good Lord. Alright, or not. Whatever. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to clean up my CPU there. Just paper towels and isopropyl alcohol. I only have 70%, but I 100% recommend 99% isopropyl alcohol. Because it just disappears, disintegrates faster, and it's a lot better overall for you, like for electronics. Grab my screwdrivers and stuff here. I'm going to get a nice little bit in there. Then I'm going to take this little PCI bracket cover off in the back. You want to really make sure that you're supporting your GPU here, because these, once there's this much sag in it, it is destined to just ruin your GPU slot. I'm just going to pull it out here. There we go, just like that. You can just see that's where I touched it. Just that's where the clean pins are. That's been in there. And I haven't looked at the front yet, so here we go.
What's that, brother?
Oh, that's not as terrible as I thought, but it's definitely still in there. Alright, now here's the back of the GPU. This is just how much stuff is caked up on here. I'm just going to take this and just run it across here. I had some isopropyl alcohol on it, so in there. I'm also going to take the little brush here. I'm going to go sideways through here a little bit, not too much pressure, just enough to break anything loose. Because there really isn't a whole lot of buildup in this GPU, I'm not going to lie. Not anything I'm really worried about. But if I have any air dusting left, I'll try to give it a... No, there's absolutely nothing in here. Let's see what I can get with a brush. And here is what my side.
Hell no, man. What the
where all
fuck,
the air
man?
comes in the front. Not sure if you can really see it there, but look at that. That is horrendous. So just take the microfiber towel again, back and forth. I know there was even spider webs on this too. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this. I'm gonna put it on here. Just gonna rub it around. Just to make sure it's nice and clean on the inside. I don't want any streaks, so I'm just going to go back and forth. Different ways. Until it's all dry. I'm going to take a clean one and rub off any streaks that would be on here. And then you just put it all back together. Now this right here, this is my main filter. This is the one that all the air has to start going through in the first place. But I keep this one clean. This you can just run underneath the sink water, tap water. It's all that stuff. Just make sure you dry it with a towel before you put it in. And these are the front fans here. Just look at that. Just absolutely caked on. And this is what the air duster's for right here. You can just fucking... You can just see how much better that is already. You can actually see through it now. But look at just with the air duster, this is there's not gonna be a whole lot of dust moving around because this is how just caked on the stuff is. Like it's not doing nothing. Nothing. Well, now I'm out, so we're gonna be doing nothing anyway. Alright, now this is the first video. This is where I said you're gonna see a bunch of dust pop out and stuff, so let's see.
Bruh.
Wait. This happens to everybody. You gotta flip the power supply switch.
What the fuck?
Ooh. Ooh. That's gross. But But it's clean now, so just wipe that off and you're good to go. Check this out. Now that we're back up and running, we got Cinebench running. It's maxing out absolutely everything again. Speed boosted clock's about the same, but look at this. 76 degrees instead of pinging at 90. It's slowly going out, but instead of pinging at 90. See, that's what you get for cleaning out your PC and taking care of the components that take care of you.